My beautiful and amazing people, let's have an African conversation, okay? Where are my Africans? My proud Africans. Come on, come on, come on. Let's gather around this fire. Let's talk about how to raise our children properly, according to our ancestral ways. We are decolonizing everything. So what are we talking about today? We are talking about raising loving children. How do African parents intentionally raise loving children? So today we are talking about how to intentionally raise loving children, okay? I'm going to break it down how African parents, how our people back at home raise us, okay? So that you can gradually start applying it yourselves in the diaspora. So, my dear children, before we can even start talking about how to raise loving children, we must first talk about what do children represent to the African parent. Well, very short. The children are our continuation. Our ancestors reincarnate through us. So, to us, the Congo, our people, when a person doesn't have children and the person happened to transition to pass away, they say that he shut the door. And to us is an abomination. They say he's going to go and meet our ancestors in shame because he didn't leave them an offspring for them to even get a chance to reincarnate. So to the Bantu man, it's an abomination. So that's why, because it's part of our covenant, multiply, occupy the earth and multiply. As long as we are around, Tatanzambe will be represented on earth. So you understand the importance for us to continue multiplying. So that's why our fathers get married, so that they could have us, they could leave a tree behind. Because when they say, you know, when the person passed away, I don't know the fancy word they use for the euthology or something like that, they say he survived by this amount of kids. And the larger the amount of kids and wife, the bigger the Monkosi, the fatter the throne. So to us, the African, to have children is primordial, okay? Each one of us, if you didn't have any, have at least one. Never shut the door. It's not expected of us. So please keep in mind, we are mostly the product of our environment. There's a lot we have from our DNA, but ultimately what trumps everything is the environment you were raised in. So as a father or as a mother, please keep in mind that you have a key role. You have a top responsibility, which is to raise a whole group of human beings who would tomorrow replace you in society. So that's not a small job. I want every one of you listening to this message to keep this in mind, that the responsibility as a parent, it runs deeper than what the European made it of. First of all, when it comes to Africans, okay, their children are not just there for you to feed, clothe, and send to school. There's more involved when it comes to raising children. Now, so yes, our fathers get married to have us. We establish them in the land of our ancestors as a man, as a father, all right? We are the living proof of his working manhood. It's a big deal in the land of our ancestors. And same thing for our mothers. We are the living proof of her womanhood. We are the game changers, the status changers. So as much as we belong to our parents, we also belong to our community, okay? You heard that. To the African, the child doesn't just belong to his or her parent. The child belongs to the village. They tell us it takes a village to raise a child because everybody is involved. For that reason, African parents must be intentional in raising their children. So not only You want to raise a child who will be your pride after you're gone. People who come in contact with that child, like, what an amazing child. The child is so well raised, well mannered, and stuff like that. People will bless you beyond your grave. So you see, that's the goal of every African parent. They want to leave a solid tree behind. But at the same time, you also have to be intentional in raising him with the knowledge, the acknowledgement that you also belong to your community. Just like we have a responsibility towards you, you have a responsibility as a son toward us and the community. So we raise our children with the intention that not only they're going to serve the family, but they also must serve the community. That's why the community gets involved in the first place in raising them. Yes, our parents, while raising us, they will tell you when they're helping you do your homework. They're going to tell you you're going to be somebody's teacher tomorrow. So even if your intention in life is not to become a teacher, but I'm sure you will have some children you will help with the homework. You will find yourself being a teacher at that point. If you don't become a teacher, you're going to be teacher to somebody, to some kids, your own kids, your sister's kids. You're going to teach somebody. When they're forcing us to do our chores, to cook and stuff, as you cooking, your mom going to come and tower over you, telling you, yes, tomorrow you're going to be somebody's wife. I don't want anybody insulting me that I didn't train you right. One way or another, they prepare you to take a role in the community as somebody something. Yes, you're going to be somebody's doctor tomorrow. You're going to be somebody's teacher. You're going to be our land guardian. That's how we call our military. When they see that you like weapons, they're going to start putting that in your mind. You're going to be our land guardians, and so on and so on. So there's always an intention. You just don't raise children. You have to let them know that they have a responsibility toward the family and toward the community, so they can grow to be useful to both their families and their communities.